Hey everyone, and welcome back, y'all. We are back with our paycheck for the month of September. We're going to get into my expenses, which are very few. We are also going to talk about my debt update today, y'all. So, before I got started, I had Jessica print out a bunch of sheets for me. I do not use a traditional planner. I do not have to surf the internet or find some place to buy a planner every year or every 18 months. I bought a one-time planner off of the Organized Money on Etsy. I love Alana's products. I have the same sort of mindset when it comes to organization that she does. And this is something that I bought. It's an entire workbook for everything that you need to budget all your things in one place. I believe it was a little over 200 pages, y'all. So what I did was I had Jesse print off some extra pages that I needed to complete another whole year on this binder system that I have. With that being said, I pay pennies on the dollar for my sheets, y'all. I don't ever have to go out and worry about a binder. I apologize. My dogs are wrestling and playing on my bed behind me. They're also playing with Toys Tucker. Gia, stop. And they're just having fun. So let's go over my paycheck. My paycheck is a once a month payout, y'all. My base pay is $4,378. Jesse, come get Tucker. Y'all, they're going to start playing while I'm doing this. So my base pay is $4,378. With that being said, here are my bills. My rent is $750. My electric this month has gone up significantly. It is $350. That also includes my water, y'all. My gas, my natural gas in the house, the only thing that takes the gas is the hot water heater. That is $75 for this month, which is what it usually runs around. My Xfinity includes my internet, my home security, and my cable. It has gone up by $8 because I chose to get my daughter Danya a box for her room so that she can have the DVR as well in her room, because she does watch a lot of shows and she records a lot of shows. So we only have one DVR box in the house. It's in the living room. If me and the other kids want to watch something in the living room, we kind of have to bounce back and forth between what she wants and what we want to watch. So I went ahead and upgraded her and got her a box in her room, and it's only an extra $8 a month, and now we have two boxes. She's got her own. She's 13, y'all. She kind of needs to have her own right now. I do have a question on my Verizon bill. I will get into that with you when I get to my debt update. Right now I have it marked down as $145. I'll explain more when we get to my debt update. Then I have my credit self-builder account. I pay $150 a month for an entire year. I started in April of this year. I will be done in April of next year, and it is currently going to be September, so we're working through it pretty good. You'll see something else coming up with that here in just a few minutes. My Affirm account, I do pay $100 per month for that. I also have my subscriptions. My subscriptions that I'm paying for still on a monthly basis, that I'm working on having enough money in my sinking funds to pay for a 1 year in advance, is my Canva subscription. I also pay for HP monthly. That comes out to $40, just under $40. Now, not only do I just have regular HP, I have the $17.99 program, which allows me 500 pages per month to print. Whatever I don't print, I can roll over pages as well, up to a certain limit. And when I get low on paper, they do send me 3 packs of 500 in the mail as well. All right, so after that, I do have my Klarna account. That is another pay now, or buy now and pay in increments. I have a $40 payment coming up over that. And then I have $800 for groceries. Now, if you saw my emergency 12-month fully funded binder that I am working on, you'll know that I'm not going to actually use $800 a month for groceries this month. I've put a majority of that into that binder, and we are using $50 per week. That is $200 for the whole month. So be watching and seeing what happens with that as well. Once everything is said and done, I'm paying out $2,650. What it will leave me with in my account for sinking funds, savings challenges, and all the things is $1,728 for this month. So this is how I break my paycheck down. This makes it super easy, super simple to understand, and all the things. I love the way that this is organized. Y'all, I take it back to old school. I have a 5-inch binder. I have a ton of dividers. Everything is sectioned off. That is how I work best, is by dividing everything up. That's when you see all my different binders, my savings challenge binders, my stuffing, sinking fund binders. They're all sectioned off by category. I have to have things by category to stay on track. The next page you're going to see is my expenses, y'all. Look how little expenses I have. I have 2. I did do a video yesterday on a Hy-Vee expense that we have. Now, I'm going to explain something to you. I'm not sure if I wrote 150 or 155 on my other page. But on this page here, I wrote 150. I actually got a kickback from Skillshare. There was a problem where my email address, I went to log in and it wasn't recognizing my email address. Something had happened. It had gotten changed. I spoke with Skillshare multiple times via the internet. I asked for customer service. I tried to look up a customer service number, and guess what, y'all? Skillshare does not have a customer service hub. You cannot call them. They do not have a toll-free number or a live customer service rep. They were trying to ask for vital information that I was not willing to give, which included a photo of my ID, and they also wanted my HP address. I said, absolutely not. If somebody hacked into my account or somebody changed my email address, I'm giving you some information I know that will show that I did go ahead and pay for this through my credit card. So back and forth, we were not able to get into the account. They refunded me the full amount of $155, and we are no longer doing Skillshare. I do like the programs. I love how things are set up. My kids were enjoying it. But I'm going to be real honest, it looked a little shady when I found out they don't even have a customer service number. I'm going to look for other ways to be able to use some money in the future for my kids. I have mentioned that Jessica's going to start taking Joanne classes for cake decorating, for sewing, for cooking, and things of that sort. Maybe some crafting as well. Philip probably will join in with her, and he also wants some other hands-on items for school, like robotics and things of that sort, kits that he can make and such. So I'm going to be looking into that, and I will keep you updated on that as well. So Danya needed some things to make her salad. She was running out of things in the fridge. We were running out of a little bit here and there as well. So I spent $15 through Hy-Vee yesterday. Out of that $155 that they gave me in a refund, I'm using that for Danya's breakfasts and lunches for the month. The reason I'm doing this is because I didn't already think that I would have to buy breakfasts and lunch items for home for her to take to school. But given the situation with the school and how not so cool their meal program is when it comes to portion sizes and quality of the food, my daughter has chosen to start eating breakfast at home and taking her lunch to school, and I am so for that. One thing I do want to get is a sushi making kit. She absolutely loves sushi. I've gotten the recipe for the spicy tuna sushi. We'll be getting her a sushi making kit so we can make it at home a lot cheaper than paying $8.99 for one roll of sushi at Hy-Vee. It's crazy ridiculous, and we're not doing that. I've already got wasabi sauce and all that in stock. So you'll be seeing a haul here shortly for her breakfast and her lunch meals from home, from home. The other thing I do have is my Etsy. I did place a couple of orders with Etsy. These 2 transactions happened yesterday, y'all. This is how tight I've been keeping us in check with not spending at all. The $97 consists of the Volume 2 booklet from Budget with Ira. He just launched that out. I saw a whole bunch of reps put that on their channel, and I was like, oh my gosh. Snow Gardener 307 got it. I know Black and Blue got it. I know there was a lot of people showing off, including Chrissy from the Mom Life, that he sent them his latest 14 savings challenge in his booklet and it is awesome. I had to get my hands on it. It won't be delivered until mid-September, early October, and I'm okay with that. I did go ahead and order it because all the PR reps had it and I wanted it myself. I also went ahead and purchased the IO set and the fully funded sets that were a giveaway on my channel. I was going to originally send them out myself, but y'all, I'm getting a little stingy when it comes with those items because anything that Crafted by Free, known as Budget Free here on YouTube, but Crafted by Free on Etsy, anything she makes is above and beyond expectations. Everything she makes is absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning, and I love it. So I went ahead and ordered those sets through her. Fatima won Budget with Fatima, won the fully funded set, and Beth Beckner won the IO set. So those will be mailed out through Crafted by Free on Etsy. So I went ahead and paid for those items, and I also paid for something that I had been talking to Free about, custom making me my own notebook, y'all. And if you don't know me yet, I am a huge Care Bear collector, and I'm talking the 1983 Care Bears. I love my vintage Care Bears, my vintage cousin Care Bears. I love it all. I love all things from the 80s when it comes to stuffed animals. I love pound puppies. I do have an original soccer ball Popple still in its box from the 1980s, y'all. It's in the top of my closet. I don't let anybody near that one. So, anyways, I had told her that I wanted a Care Bear notebook. I think she started to work on it is what was going on. I told her that I would be placing an order. I was just speaking with her about it. I wanted bedtime Care Bear on the outside of the notebook. Y'all, not only did she make it, she sent it out yesterday. She said, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting you to pay for it. I was sending it to you as a gift. Guess what, y'all? I placed an order yesterday and she sent it out yesterday. So I'll be super excited to show you that when that comes in. So I purchased that and I said, don't worry about it. Thank you for it being a gift. But you know what, girl? You work your rear end off on all your products that you have. This money can just be considered a blessing. So that is what I have for my expenses. So, oops, not that way, going this way. Now, let's talk a little bit more about my debt, y'all. And I'm going to explain Verizon to you as well. So, here's my debt. And I have a correction as well. My iPhone 64 gigabyte SE is sitting at $267. I have a 0 APR through Verizon. I pay $20 a month. I was under the assumption that both me and my son were not actually paying for our iPhones, but were receiving credit. I was incorrect. My iPhone I am paying on, so it is a debt. But I'm only making $20 a month payments because this is an upgrade from my iPhone 8 that the speaker gave out and is no longer working. That's why I had to upgrade in the first place. I am making $20 a month payments. After that, it'll be paid on the 10th. This is the only bill that I have that is paid not on the 3rd of every single month. After that payment goes through on the 10th, I will owe $247 on my phone. Again, 0 APR for the life of how much I'm paying to have this phone. Once it's paid off, obviously I own the phone. Now here's a situation with my son. His iPhone has $102 on it. I was under the impression and was told by Verizon that when I bought his phone and opened his brand new line of service, he got this phone in February of 2021, that I would receive the $20 credit on my account for his phone and I wouldn't have to pay. It was not me, but it was a Verizon representative that said, hey, Lo, that's not true. They're making you pay for this phone. They did a credit verification, which takes 7 to 10 working days to go through to see if they can apply all of that I've paid into his phone back onto me in a form of a credit on Verizon. If that happens and they approve it, and I'm pretty sure they will. If they don't, I'm going to the Verizon store where I got the phone up the street. I do know that the promos on the app, the Verizon, my Verizon account, is totally different than the promos that you sometimes get in the store, but I was told that that phone would be free because I was opening a brand new line of service. It was for my son. He had just turned 10 and it was for his birthday. So I'll go up there and I will battle them. One way or another, I am going to get that credit verification approved. If they approve it, and when they approve it, it is going to put $408 back into my account. With that being said, I will have a credit for that on Verizon. It will not go into my bank account. So that's the situation with Verizon. I will keep you updated. Then we're going down to Danya's Galaxy 22 FE 256 gigabyte phone that I bought for her in April, y'all. Whew, I maxed that one out. And that's a brand new spanking phone. So I owe now currently $706. I am only supposed to pay $12 a month on it. I had a half coupon for that. Nope. I decided to go in there and pay the extra money on it to make sure it's at a $20 payment per month. So after that payment goes through on the 10th, I will have $686 left to pay on her phone. Again, 0 APR for the life of the payments until it's paid off. Jessica's iPad. This was a situation I ran into as well. Her iPad has $610 left on it. I pay $15 a month. It'll be $190. No, I'm sorry. I wish it was be $195. It'll be $595 after the payment is made on the 10th. Here's the situation with the iPad. I just recently bought it for Jessica. It is a iPad 9th generation. I think it's a 10.2 or 10 point whatever. It's a pretty good size iPad. And it's a 256 gigabyte. I've learned to max things out when it comes to memories on iPads and iPhones and things of that sort. However, I did not know it was going to have a cell data plan attached to it. I thought it was just going to be $15 a month. Apparently, you have to have the cell data plan attached to that. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. So it said it was Wi-Fi only. It's a Wi-Fi iPad. It did not have Wi-Fi plus cell data. So I talked to them about it, told them I thought it was a little misleading. They gave me two options. Number one, I could run it back up to the store this week, Friday, turn it in, and they'll pay the restocking fee for me, and there'll be no payments on it. I won't have to pay nothing. Or, and that includes, I would have to pay for, if I kept it, they were going to do a different thing with me. Because there is a sales tax on it when I bought it that would be coming out of my bank on the 10th of this month, and there would be an activation fee of $35, and the sales tax I think was like $70 or something like that, $60 or $70. The second option they gave me was, hey, keep the iPad and we'll take $200 off your bill. I said, that $200 would actually cover my bill when it comes to the sales tax for the iPad. It will cover the activation fee, and it would give me a little extra added boost into my bill off this month, and that's why my bill is so low at $145. So I went with option 2, and I got the $200 credit. They approved it immediately. Then we have our self-credit builder. This is the one I wanted to talk to you about. I do put it as a debt because even though it's a bill for me, I want to watch the numbers tick down. So my self-credit builder is 12-month program. I chose the highest tier at $150 a month for 12 months. That means I'd be paying in $1,800 on my self-credit card. On my self-credit builder, I'm sorry. So I am in September coming up. September's coming up and around the corner. I will be making the payment on Friday. I pay $150 a month. This will be paid off by next April. It is a 1-year program, $1,800 to pay it off. With that being said, after the $150 goes in, my bill will be down to only owing my self-credit builder $967. Now, let me stop and explain something. I did not know this, and I am super psyched. I told you that I am going to be doing a huge stock up in April of next year of 2023. I'm using this money as a form of a buffer for my prepper pantry restock. And with that being said, they are taking off just a little bit of fees each month for the program. So even though I'm going to shell in $1,800 and start building my credit more and more, which it has already gone up by, y'all, listen to this, over 100 points. No joke. Over 100 points since April. That's significant. Since it's $1,800 for the whole program, for the whole year, that's what it cost me for the 12 months altogether, I will get back $1,664. So the rest was actually fees that I paid into the self-credit builder to be in the program. I will make that up in a envelope, a sinking fund that I will be adding. That way I know I'll have $1,800 in total. After 3 months, they told me, I was on the program in April. It was April, May, and June. When I made my payment in June, they said, you are eligible. You've made your payments on time consecutively for the self-credit Visa card. I did not know what that meant at first. I was new to the program. And what it was is, since I made 3 consecutive on-time payments, they are allowing me to put the balance of what I've already paid into the self-credit builder onto that card and start using it. And I was like, holy cow, game changer. I said, okay, I got the card. And now, after April, May, and June, after I got the card in June, I made July and August payment on time. Wham, they gave me a credit increase. I was like, wow, okay. So I go from 1 credit amount to an increase in my credit. So I'm thinking every 2 to 3 months now, they're going to allow me to increase. Now, you can increase the card limit as much as you want. You can cap it off if you want. If you don't want to increase it to the max that you can increase it, you don't have to. I'm increasing it to the max. So I have that money already available to use already. So here's what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm not going to do the stock up huge in April. I'm going to start restocking a few items here and there. And if you want to see what goes on with that, you have to go to my other channel, Living Without Limits with Erin Lynn. It was formerly known as Without Limits Missouri Prepper. And watch how I start to restock slowly but surely on a budget. So that is what I have for that. That is what I have. It's still sitting at $1,117. The $150 payment is going to be made on the 2nd, which is Friday. It'll bring me down to a balance of $967 left to pay on the self-credit builder account for the next months to come. After that, the last thing I have is my Affirm account. I have $936 currently sitting as a balance on my Affirm account. That's things that I buy through Amazon. That's things that I buy through Walmart.com. That's things that you can also, believe it or not, you can buy it through Instacart. You can use a virtual card that gives you a virtual card for 24 hours. You type in all the information. You use it as a form of payment. But let me let you know, if you use it on things like Instacart and all that, you will have to pay every 2 weeks. It's not a once a month thing like Walmart.com is and some of the other things that you can buy on the Affirm site. It is something, because you can use a whole bunch of different stores through Affirm. Affirm is set up through Amazon. They're set up through Foot Locker, Instacart, Walmart. They've just got Lowe's, Home Depot. They've got it all. So, anyways, if you do the groceries, if you pull out money, you can't pull out less than $100. Whatever you don't use bounces back into your account once it is processed. But you have to use a minimum of $100 in order to get a virtual card. So, if you apply for the Affirm account and you check your credit limit and you have over 100 or over, you can apply for that. You can apply for up to your credit limit as well. So, with that being said, I'm going to make my $100 payment over all the different accounts I have on there. And what I mean by accounts is every time I do anything with Affirm, if I use Walmart.com and order something and use my Affirm account, that is one account. If I go and use Amazon and use my Affirm account, they open that as a second account. It's all listed in the app, one right after another. It's awesome. It's great how it's set up, and it's super wonderful. So anyways, $938 is what my balance is. I'm putting $100 in. It'll bring my balance down to $838. I currently had a balance of $1,000 that I could use on my Affirm account. That was my top out. They just increased my credit limit on that as well. So I have more money if I wanted to spend. This is also helping me to build my credit. All of the stuff that I have sitting currently in my Affirm account does not have hardly any interest rate at all. In fact, most of it, 99% of it, doesn't even have an interest rate. It's 0% APR, with the exception of, I think, 1 or 2 things. But it's so small. I think my Oculus headset for my son was $36 APR over the entire year. I chose to pay that in 12 monthly payments, and the entire over the year was $36 in total for the APR, but I could pay it off faster, and I plan on doing so. So that is what we have for you today. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns of that nature or whatnot, please let me know in the description box down below. I will list my email address that you can contact me at, or you can also contact me always at Instagram. If you want to speak with me privately about something, you could do so. But if you want to also leave me comments, suggestions, questions, anything of that sort, you can also do that in the comment section down below. Till next time, please have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Without Limits Budgets is out.